Yo, what's up people, Tasaran here, and welcome back to the World of Warcraft Burning Crusade Classic with our hunter Arysteus. Yes, we're in Zangarmarsh, as you can see, on 2.5 bars now from 63, which means very soon I'll be ready for Terracar Forest, which is where I want to be. Now I did actually start recording, not last night, I think the night before maybe, I can't remember, where I was doing these beginning quests in Zangarmarsh, sort of all the grindy quests, but it was all my hay fever and the stuffiness in it and the heat, and I was just constantly having to stop to sneeze and do all this shit, and it just completely ruined everything. So I thought I'd bin it, get rid of the shitty grindy quests, and what we've been left now with, essentially, hopefully, some more of the interesting quests, which to me will be completely blind. I haven't done this shit at all. So I'm just getting these buffs from the 2 agents. So we've got one, the law, damage and healing by spells, lovely jubbly. This one's the main one, increasing your attack power by 30 for 30 minutes. Sounds awesome. But we need to kill some bosses, which is why I was kind of focusing on the boss. So we need to slap this bitch, leader of the blood scale. Probably will need help with it. I done one that was down around here somewhere. I did actually get a group for it, so it was we were quite lucky, but hopefully these buffs will assist in that regard. We've also need to visit the 3 main lakes to turn some shit off. We need to get the giants up in the I've killed 4 of them up here in the dead mire, I think. Lots to do. Lots to do. So you'll have to excuse me, it's hard to know exactly where I've sort of at what stage. As you can see, my gear's slightly changed. I have got a few pieces of gear. I am sorry the episode was shot that bad, I had to bin it, but these shoulder pads, this is it, the Black Sting shoulders, 16 agility, 16 intellect, and 32 attack power. That's nice, because I think I did have leather shoulders, which looked like the heavy Scorpid. I can't remember what the stats were, unfortunately, but it'll be on the last video. And this Hearty Cenarian cincture, the mail belt, that was also leather at one point. Leaving us alone, nice. So there has been a few upgrades, we have done quite well. But we've got potentially 2 or so quests to do on the other side of Telrador. Let's start off with those. So yeah, because I'd have just dinged 62, so how's it gone? That's right, how's it gone with my rotation now being now we've got steady shot? And I've got to admit, I've sort of swapped a few abilities on my action bars and swapped them back and done all this and done all that, but essentially the conclusion I've come to is that steady shot, pretty much all you need. No matter what I do, doing steady shot at a pace that's suitable to get the auto shots in without sort of clipping them too much, just is the best, literally the best. So I don't use Serpent Sting at all anymore. Arcane shot, really just to take a magic effect off of an enemy. You know, multi-shot for as and when. Okay, that's what we need. It is an elite, so I can't see it happening. And we've got some Hordes here that's already doing it, so I'm not going to be able to group with them. So I think we'll leave that for the moment and try and do this investigation of the lake. Let's make a start. So send the pet in. We do extra damage to today's targets, so start off with concussive. And I'm not sure if I'm getting it exactly right, but if I kind of do steady shot straight after an auto attack, it's got a 1.5 second cast, and that kind of gets it in before the next auto, or the next auto kind of comes out at the same time. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't got any kind of teach you how to play add-ons. I tend to like to think that I'm doing it by my own steam for the most part. I do use macros. My Hunter's Mark also sends the pet in, which is quite nice. And these overseers, I'm pretty sure it's the same for the other lake. Yeah. So this one should sod off. Nice. My top end crit with steady shot was 907, I think, my highest, which is pretty wicked. Drain schematics begins a quest. Search the Serpent Lake for signs of a drain and return to Thingy Mabob. Oh, we're going to get some stuff. Okay, perhaps we genuinely just need to search. Well, we'll do the... Ooh. I think it's got something to do with this. Couldn't tell, that looked like something was coming towards me in the water then. It might have just, yeah. It might have just been one of those fishies. My reputation with the Cenarian hold's gone up enough for me to be able to buy some new arrows as well. Look at these, Scout's arrows. Lovely, lovely jubbly. Now the ones we had on, the wicked arrows, were 22 damage a second. So it was like, right, yeah, I'm just buying them out. Well, this ain't gone well, is it? Let's put some of that on. I'm going to use my trinket for a bit of hello. Well, what I want is for these slaves to go... Yeah, time to use the cooldowns. Okay, they still want some, so I'm going to use a... Alright, we'll take you all on trap. Don't want to move him too far from the damage of it. We made it. Nice. Okay, so have we done enough? I've got no idea what I need. What I need to do. There's a control panel. It doesn't highlight in any way. Is there anything I'm supposed to be doing? Steam, Serpent Steam Pump credit marker. Thought it was something to do with that steam pump operator or something. There's a steampunk overseer, but it's not saying we need anything from him. I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely a control panel, so I'm really not too sure. This is the trouble with deciding to do the blind ones, isn't it? Another overseer. I genuinely don't know, people. Serpent Lake controls disabled. Don't know. I don't know. I would rather not spend too much time wasting. There's definitely nothing else I can do there. Give me a moment. Okay. Sorry about that. Right, what I need to do is use the Iron Vine seeds. Who'd have thought that, though? Because I knew there were seeds. I didn't know what to use them for, because you just go around picking every single... You just pick the quests up, don't you, generally? So yeah, at least we know now. Oh dear. Oh, give us a day off. I mean, it's my fault fessing around here so long, but... Even so, sod off. Okay, so while we're here, we have now picked up that. Let's get out of here. We can go and locate the drain. This is from the schematics from the quest that we've just picked up. This is going to be a long swim. Right, so, and I always get confused here. This is like the entrance to. One or two of the dungeons. But it's also what we need to do. We need to investigate this drain. Now I do still have... Yeah, I've still got 2 charges on my potion of water breathing. And that was from one of the quests. I think I had to slap a load of eels and it gave me a quest for it. I don't know. I used it for that anyway. Okay, now can I do this without going in there? Grams on. Dude! Looks like, oh yes, it's done. Located. Fantastic. Don't need to go in there just yet. A gnome warlock. Fantastic. Right, I think... Yeah, let's go over to the harbourage. Orobor Harbourage. Because we've got a quest to go there. And that's an area where they give you a quest which takes you up into Blade's Edge Mountain. So I do need to go there. It said there was a flight master, so I'm hoping, assuming, and praying that there is one. Because it means after I've done the Marsh Lake disability thing, I can, you know, I've only got to go that far and then I can fly back. And Scartle Lead is a new one. There's one of you guys. Joined the guild earlier today. Welcome. Welcome. Now, if anyone does want to join, by all means, join. But I do have to say, the guild has kind of died. There's no other way of putting it. It's pretty much me and Gramnell left from the original Cabal group. you know, this is due to, over the time, just filtering out different games, different servers, blah, blah, blah. And that was actually going to bring me to a point, a little bit of a discussion that I thought we'd have. We'll kill shit on the way while we're chatting, because why not? But it seems to be... Now, I know there's a lot of sort of like the bigger YouTubers are sort of talking about, you know, going over to Final Fantasy Online, which can't fault you. Fantastic game. Play it myself. So I know a lot of people, you know, do follow what YouTubers say, which is fair enough, because if that's your source of info and that's where you look for advice, and you find yourself agreeing with them sort of 9 times out of 10, then yeah, fair enough. But it does seem to be quite insane. You know, TBC's only just come out, and as you know, sorry, I've got a horrible tickle, hang on. Right, sorry about that, where was I? Guess not. As you all know, I don't tend to rush to the end. I know someone's actually criticised me about, like, oh, how can you not rush? Proper easy, just chill out and just play the game, innit? Really? But I don't rush. So for me, TBC's... I'm only 62. I'm right at the beginning of it. You know, I've only just scratched the surface of TBC in this expansion officially. So I'm not done yet. But everybody came in, didn't they, and just bombed it. Just literally bombed it. It was, what, a couple of days when the first 70s were coming out. And like everyone's got bored of it. And it's like, if anything, that kind of reinforces my belief about the not rushing and just playing the game, because I've still got loads to go. If you've got to wait, say, like a year for the next expansion, say, just as a ballpark, say you've got to wait a year. You rush to it at the end in the first couple of weeks, that means you've got a year, in theory, roughly, ballpark, of raiding and grinding. You're going to get bored. You're literally going to get bored. So I don't get it. And my concern, because for me personally, TBC is the waiting room for Wrath of the Lich King. Wrath of the Lich King is where my heart lies. Always has been. So my concern is that Blizzard are going to look at these numbers and go, right, well, people just gave up on BC instantly. Dead. So why bring out Wrath? Do you know what I mean? And I'm kind of worried that that's going to be the way it kind of goes. I don't know how much Blizzard plans on squeezing out of this. I would really like to see Wrath.
What do you need, stranger?
Classic Wrath. Yeah, that would be just brilliant in my eyes. Absolutely brilliant. You know, if you want to do Cataclysm and then kind of calm down a bit, then fair enough. But do Wrath. Fucking hell. Do Wrath. I need Wrath in my life. I'm just going to pick up all these quests while I'm talking. But yeah, open discussion. You know, what do you think? Because I have noticed as well, like with the views, say, for example, that I get. I know that my sort of stuff don't really change, and it's just leveling, and I'm just chilling out. You know, to a tone that so you can have in the background while you're playing, or chill out in the evening and watch, or, you know, just kind of how I do my playthroughs.
Safe travels.
But is it time to change? Because I've been wanting to do different games. I've tried several times to bring Final Fantasy Online. Is it time to do Final Fantasy Online? Am I wasting my time on this? You know, I also play ESO. ESO is a fantastic game. Love Fanta. I love ESO. It's amazing. So, yeah, open discussion, really, you know. Because, hey, I'm not done with this. I'm more than happy cracking on with the Night Elf. You know, keep it going, bring Raph out, level up this or Mollip in Wrath of the Lich King, get to a point where I can make my DK, make my DK, love my DK. That's my plan. But how much of it is going to come on here? I'm not entirely sure what this is wanting me to kill. 10 ogres. You want me to kill 10 ogres? Fucking right, let's do it. So yeah, if you are one of the few that are still watching this playthrough, how is the playthrough going for you? Do you like it? Would you like a change? Should the channel now do what I wanted it to be in the first place, and that is a variety channel, and do all the Final Fantasy games and some of the more retro games that I've played in the past I really want to do? There's loads of stuff I want to do, but my time gets taken up on WoW. So if I'm wasting my time, shall I get cracking on the other games that I want to play? Because I've got to be honest, I don't know at the moment. I mean, if we do stay, we have been speaking, and it will be a case of when we do the raiding, then we are going to be looking to sort of just integrate into another guild. So with this series in mind, we are still going to be doing raiding, because I want to do Tasaran. I've never ever done Tasaran as you're supposed to do Tasaran in a legitimate Tasaran kind of way. So I really want to do that. Too right I want to do that. And in TBC, the class that I am best at is actually a pretty good class. So yeah, I'm too right, I'm bang into this. Now, as I've mentioned in previous episodes, I don't usually level in Zangarmarsh at all. It's straight to Terakar. And we can go to Terakar. We are now able, all the quests are showing up. I've actually got a couple of quests from here, or one quest telling me to go there, so my plan was to do these quests up to 63 and then go over. You know, or at least to a point in which I'd like to do the Sporagar as well, because that's a reputation grind in TBC that I never actually bothered to do back in the day. And I think as a hunter I get a little something out of it, so that's something else that I need to bear in mind. Missed the concussive shot, and I am out of mana again. As far as mana goes though, steady shot is amazing, absolutely amazing. It's more damage for less mana. It just owns. So I still need a couple more of these vicious looking chamois. That one's a bit more on his own, so send pet in, have a drink. I'm also going to have a Ravager dog. Increases attack power by 40 and spirit by 20, I think. That sounded close. And he's at full health. What a disgrace. Let's end him. Beautiful stuff. I'm going to try and stick to the outer edge as much as possible, and that way when it comes to finishing the quest I don't have to fight too much to get my way out. Someone coming up behind me. That's a player. Is that patrolling chamois, is it? Well, I'm going to go a bit steady here because my mana usage, although much better than it was, is dropping quite a lot. Come on. I want to see some of those sexy crits. Or not. 1000 XP a piece. These are really nice though. You know, the difference in the experience rates going from Classic to TBC is so different. You know, you can act, because in Classic, if you remember, especially in like the later levels, sometimes it just didn't feel like you were progressing at all. It's like fucking experience bars barely moved. In TBC, although you've still got to earn it to a point, you can actually feel and see the progression, which is so nice. Also got myself a new bow. That's something else. A Viper bow of stamina. I did buy this. Cheap as chips. But it's got the high... The reason why I got it, it's got the high end damage of 171 and we was on like 1-2 something. So it made a significant difference, and I got that specifically to go with the steady shot, which currently is weapon damage plus 344 and an additional 175 against dazed targets, which is why you'll see that more often than not I start off with a concussive shot for no reason at all other than to make, look at that, 875 on that bad boy. Oh! Oh! No wonder I took the aggro. And we are done. Oh, there's more up there. Daggerfen Muck Dwellers. I think because we do have quests later on, don't we, to go to the Angarosh grounds. I think we'll do the Daggerfens. Yeah, we'll do that on the way up there. Let's go down and do the lake. Because otherwise I've got to go that full distance twice. staying in the water certainly seemed to be a good evasive tactic to get out of there. They went down further than I thought. Whee! He's upset again. I've run out of my quails, so I've been giving him the buzzard meat. The buzzard meat is only a buff for stamina and spirit, so I mainly use the Ravager dogs to buff myself anyway. Fucking didn't even see him there. Right, so I'm guessing that's... yeah, that's it that way. Bloody wonderful XP we're getting off these though. Let's have a drink. Okay, I've got a little bit closer. This is, I believe, the island we actually need. Now these slaves that pull every time you take one of these... oh, sorry, I moved. They tether their health, so even if you take the aggro off of one, you're still doing ranged on the pet's target, so you're still killing them both. I'm going to go round, I think. Gotta stop that bloody arcane missiles. It's so painful. Don't know, either way. I'm not gonna gank. The only way I've been able to help with that one would have been like a multi-shot of some kind, and that would have just... I would have just killed him as well. Oh, he did die. I weren't sure if he vanished or not, but yeah, he perished. Dead. What level was he? 63? Honestly don't know. Let's have a drink. Because if it's anything like the last lake, we might pull a few here. Where's the controls? Die already, bloody hell. Oh, have a word. No! No! Kind of give up there, I think. Not much I could do about that, but we did achieve it. So I'm going to heal up and bolt on over to the flight path. Okay, didn't take too long at all. You know, using the waterway as kind of some kind of, I don't know, splashy road system. Just went straight through all the ogres, didn't pull any of them. It's like, yeah. Okay.
He survived.
Overlord Gorefist and 10 Angarosh Maulers. And we're going to get a little something out of it. So we're now unfriendly with the Kulanai. Fair enough. So now when we go to here, we'll be doing the ones for up there as well. And doing it all in one go. So that really helps. So what is my current reputation with the Kulanai? I only need 700. And we got 500 from that quest. So that's good, because I'm pretty sure we need one of these to talk to us that will then eventually send us up through their cooking supplies. So we might get a recipe as well if we play our cards right. And I'm always up for that. Always. So let's fly over to... Yeah, okay, dismount. Telrador. Because why the hell not? Okay, so the quest doesn't actually get handed in Telrador. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn it over to this side. And we're going to kill the rest of these giants. Now I've already done 4. And they're not that difficult to kill. Because I want to... Because obviously we missed quite a bit from me balls up on the last video. I'd really like to get as much as I can done. Spore wing, I've actually done that. Right, with the giants. Not entirely sure what that osmosis does, but we seem to survive, so don't care. Don't care. My leatherworking's gone on quite nicely. I ended up picking up a recipe that now enables me to turn the knot-hide leather into heavy knot-hide leather, and I've managed to make 5. It takes 5 knot-hide to make these bad boys, and I've managed to make 5. But what I'm doing, because the leatherworking doesn't seem to be... I mean, it's not remotely exciting at the moment. I'm barely using anything other than the armor kit's giving me +8 stamina. So what I'm focusing on at the moment is selling it. Selling my leather. and trying to make some money, because we do need to get a decent mount. We want to get flying at our first opportunity. So I am going to make money making rather than the creation of armor sort of like my highest priority at the moment. So you probably won't see as much leather working now. But believe me, I'm going to skin. Another reason why I think I'm probably not keen on Zangarmarsh, because other than the Spore Bats and the Hydras, there's not a great deal to skin here. Moat of Life. Might be good. I've got loads of moats of water, but I've just not put them in the auction house yet, so I can't tell you if they're any good or not. I have managed to turn 10 of them into a primal water, so I'm hoping that will increase the value somewhat. See what, that's going well. Right, we're going to kill this one anyway, because as I said, Hydra is one of the only things that we can skin here. Something good. I'm at that point now where I really don't want to be getting scraps. I want leather. Like proper leather. Four minutes to ding. Look at that. I mean, it's not an ability level, but it is a talent point, so I will have all marks in the increased crit. Can only be a good thing, can't it, really? I don't really want to go any further down. I mean, I might be able to pull this one out from the Boglord. Not if my hunter's mark makes the pet run straight in, it won't. Oh, perfect. Sweet. And the unidentified plant repeatable hand 10 in is actually really good for the rep, which is how I was able to get the new ammo. Because it drops loads. I haven't had to purchase any of them. It's just they just all drop. Looks like I'm going for the Hydra. Boglords down here, but I don't really want to be down there. There's a giant. Go to. It's only level 62, it shouldn't be a problem, I don't think. Living essence. Oh, it is a giant. "19 seconds. That's what I'm talking about right there. Awesome. Oh, that's good. So lethal shots, lovely jubbly, and then we can start working on our mana efficiency for shots and stings, which I'm really looking forward to. That means I can get more to the spam. Now, whether or not getting full marks in efficiency will make Serpent Sting a half viable. I know it's not really viable at all in Classic, but I like Serpent Sting. I always liked pulling with it. So how many we get? So we can do that twice. Nice. That is good. Oh, the giants get handed in at fucking Talbot. Because there's no flight path here.
Goddess bless you.
Right, schematics. Now, as you can see, I got rid of my... It was a stamina ring. Because I picked that bad boy up as well. Look at that. 11 agility, 17 stamina, 23 attack power. So I'm looking for something that's better than 12 agility. Otherwise, it can do one. And there you go. 12 agility, 12 hit, 26 attack power. That's just nothing but nice. We also got a cloak, which is rubbish. A neck piece, rubbish. Yeah, for days. Warning the Cenarian Circle. Speak to someone in the peninsula. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, excuse me. Okay, sorry about that. Phone call. I don't know how long that was buzzing for. You probably know more than I do on that front. Okay, so we've handed the quest in, and we got another one. We need to head up to Telrador. But I think what we'll do is we are getting to the climax. Let's hand in some unidentified plants and see what we get out of it. So 10, 250 rep. Brilliant. And we've got enough for one more.
May the stars guide you.
And then sometimes we might get something half decent out of it. So there we got an ice cap. That's not terrible. And I'm actually running low on space. This is the dude here, the Cenarian Expedition Quartermaster, where we get our arrows from. Oh yeah, I've also got this Expedition Flare. I've actually put it on my hotbar. Sends a distress flare into the sky, calling a Cenarian Expedition unit to come to your aid. Only use it in Zangarmarsh while outdoors with an hour cooldown. I've only picked up one because I thought it would be a giggle. See how it goes. I was planning on using it more for when we go against some of the bosses. Right, some of these I should have added to my sell list. For some reason it hasn't put all greys on it. Jaggle clan meat, nice, and boom. Right, so I want that to be on there. That can go on there, we don't need those. And hopefully they'll now be on that list. I don't know, G-Junk, D-Junk it's called. It's not not as nice as SellJunk items that I had on the Classic. But it'll do. Okay, so next episode we're going to be going down doing the marsh. Then I'm going to head into the cave and we're going to have a quiet word with the marsh lurkers and marsh dredges. I'm not sure what they are. We've also got Lord Clack down here. Plus 62, might need a group. Could be... He could be an elite. Not sure. We've also got some stuff to do over here. Idols. So yeah, I think next episode we're going to be heading south, doing some of these, and we'll hand this one in the next time we're up that way, I think. So that is all the time I've got for this one. I'm pretty much going to crack on with the next episode. So awesome. Thanks an awful lot for watching. I do really appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one.